Hi everyone, this is my PHP application that I built this semester. It's called Shinbash. It's an events and ticketing platform, a bit like Eventbrite or something. So this is what it looks like when you just go to the default homepage. This is the main navigation up the top. It's very, very basic layout. There are certain things that you can't do unless you're logged in, like creating a new event or adding a venue. But you can search the listings without being logged in. So for example, this here just uses the exact same suggested search functionality that we learnt about in one of the lectures. If I select one of these ones, I'll just be taken to the, I'll get a list of all the results for that particular search I've done. Or if there's multiple results, it'll pull in all of the matches here. And from here, I can click on an event and be taken to the detail page for that event. So from here I can select a quantity, and once I do that, I can add it to the cart. The other way that I can look for through the listings is by browsing. So this is the browse page here. It's filtering based on my location. So that's actually being passed through from the browser as a latitude and longitude to the back end, and then I've got some API calls to filter in just the results near the user's location. I can uncheck this checkbox and it filters in a wider array of details as well. I've also got continuous scrolling on this page, so events keep loading as I go down until I've loaded all of the events onto the page. So this time I'll go to Noddy's birthday party. It's a birthday party for my dog. See, I've got different price types on this one. So people are $5. I'll get 1 child and 0 children. I'll just point out this embedded map here too while I'm here. So this is the address of the venue of the event. That's done using one of the Google location APIs, obviously with the Google Maps. So I'll add this to my cart and it'll take me to the cart page. I can delete the item from my cart here, and that's an AJAX call, so that just refreshes the page instantly. It updates the database to indicate that these events have been dropped from the cart, reloads the page, but I'll just continue to checkout. I've got 2 options here. I can either continue with a rapid checkout, which just requires my email address, or I can log in. So this is the rapid checkout here. If I go to pay using the PayPal integration, I'll need to enter all my details here, which is kind of annoying. So what I'm going to do instead is just log into my account. So this is an account I've created previously, obviously. Log in. Now that I'm logged in, I've got this secondary navigation here as well. I've got some more options that I can do, like viewing my events, viewing my venues, or I can go to my cart using this cart icon up in the top left-hand corner. And I'll go to checkout again. This time it doesn't ask me how to check out, it just assumes I'm going to check out with my login. And now if I initialize the PayPal object on the screen, it's going to pull through all my personal details based on my account. So I'm just going to put my details in real quick. This is a fake credit card for the PayPal sandbox processing. I need to put my mobile number in as well. So what's going to happen now is that PayPal will process my payment, and then once that happens, there's another AJAX call that goes through to complete the order, and that involves sending out an order confirmation email as well. This is not a ticketed event, but if the event is ticketed, then my tickets get attached to the page as well. I can show you what that looks like. This is an example here from Gmail of an order confirmation. So thanks for your order number 48. It's really, really basic. I can add to my calendar here. So if I click add to calendar, it's going to download a iCal file. And if I launch that, that's going to launch in Outlook for me. And it's going to have the event details, like the name of the event, the description, the start time of the event, and the location. I won't save that to my calendar. Then we've got a really, really basic PDF e-ticket document here as well. That has a static map from one of the Google APIs, and the event details, like a little ticket layout here. This is supposed to be a QR code. I couldn't get that to work with the PDF library that I was using. I could get it to work in the browser properly, but it just didn't work on the PDF, so I wasn't able to figure that out before I submitted the assignment. Okay, so just showing a few other things. I've also got this, I implemented a, when I log in, I've got this remember me feature. So this time if I log in, it will save some cookies to the browser cache, and if I go through to application, I can see those cookies. So this is my login, and this is not my hashed password. So basically, when the user inputs their password, it's always getting hashed and then encrypted or decrypted to compare against whatever the hashed value saved in the database is. If I delete my CI session cookie now, and return to the home page, it's going to remember that I'm logged in and just start a new session for me because of those cookies. Whereas if I get rid of these cookies and then get rid of my CI session and return to the home page, it's not going to remember that I'm logged in because those user credential cookies weren't there. Another thing that I can do from the login page is generate a forgot password email. So again, I'm going to do that now and send the password reset email. Again, this is a really simple email that I'll just show you really quickly. Okay, so here's an example of the email that I just got. And if I click on the button in this email, it's got a token here. So this token is saved in the database, and it checks the user and the token value, and it also only lasts for 30 minutes. So if I go to an older token that I've got in my email inbox from a previous email. Okay, so this is an older email that I got from a few days ago. If I click on that one, it's going to say that I've clicked on an expired link. But basically here I can change my password here if I want to. And once I do that, it will log me. It won't log me in. I'll have to log in still. Cool. And just another thing I'll just show you really quick is, here I can add events. I can change the images or change the pricing associated with my event. So if I'd say, oh well, let's get rid of the child price type. There's AJAX calls that power all this stuff. And I can go back. I'll just quickly go through the process of creating a new event. If I go to INFS 3202 end of semester party, and the event description is going to be big party for end of INF 3202, and continue. I can choose a file from my local file system here, and that'll be uploaded to the file system, which gets rendered on the event page. I have to input a venue. So again, this is a suggested search, and if the search doesn't come up, I can actually like this one, for example, I can add a new venue from here. So to add a new venue, you'd go UQ Red Room, license venue, and then I can actually just type the venue name here because this is actually the Google autocomplete through Maps JavaScript API, and I'm hoping it will find it here. It may not. No, it won't. But I can just choose a different one here. So Red Room bar, and it will input the rest of the details. And this is really important actually because I use this to actually get the latitude and longitude of the venue as well, and I can then use that with my Google Maps integration as well. But I'll just use the Red Room that already exists here. I'll quickly select a date. Okay, for next week, and the maximum capacity is going to be 200, and it's going to be a ticketed event. I'm going to add this occasion. I can continue to add more and more occasions here, so I can add as many different occasions as I want. So let's say that there was another party the next day at a different location. I could add that as a different event, and they would exist as two separate items, but they would share, for example, the name and the location, the description, whilst having a different venue, different date, different capacity, etc. So if I continue here, I can edit pricing. So I can make, let's say that UQ student is going to be $2, and guest is going to be $8. Okay, and I'll go back. I can add an image here. I'll just quickly choose a headshot that I have for work. So that doesn't really make sense, but that'll do. So that's just uploaded that to the file system, and I'm going to click event completed. Now it loads my completed events page, and I can see that here. And I've actually searched that now. If I go to search for events and I type in INFS, I can see that here in my results. Click on that and it'll bring up the page. So that's my application. Thanks for watching.